Okay, so can anyone tell me in last class where we stopped? Yes, guys, in last class where we stopped, which topic we were doing? Prepare statement is done, and even we saw difference, I guess. Yes, guys, can anyone tell me last class which concept we covered? Okay, okay, guys. So we have completed first step, we have completed second step, we have completed third step, we have completed fourth, fifth, and seventh. So now we have to go for like sixth step, that is the last step of your JDBC. Yes, we have to go for the seventh step, sixth step, guys, of JDBC. So, guys, can anyone tell me what is the outcome of? Yes, can anyone tell me what is the outcome of DML query? Yes, guys, can anyone tell me what is the outcome of DML query? Data manipulation query in case of JDBC? Yes, guys, what is the outcome of DML query? Can anyone tell me? Yes, what is the outcome of DML query? It is not Boolean, no way, Chancellor. Yes, what is the outcome of DML, guys? Okay, very good. So, guys, the outcome of DML is 0 to n. Yeah, 0 to n integer value. Yeah, 0 to n integer value, which is going to represent the number of rows affected in database. Yes, the outcome of DML is like it is 0 to n integer value, which will represent number of rows affected in database. Similarly, guys, what can be the outcome of DQL? Yes. Similarly, what can be the outcome of DQL, guys? Any guess? Yeah. So the output of DML is nothing but number of rows affected in database. Number of rows, guys, affected in database. Now, what can be? Yeah. Now, what can be the output of DML? Sorry, what can be output of DQL now? Sorry. Yeah, number of like output of DML, we know number of rows affected in database. Now, what can be the output of DML, guys? Result set. Very good, Sandhya. Yeah. So the output of DQL, guys, it will be result set. It is nothing but it is result set, guys. So we have to discuss now how the query will be compiled and the data will be stored in which memory. Yes. Now we have to learn how we can fetch the data. Yes, basically, guys, we have to learn how we can fetch the data from database. That is how we can fire the query. Whenever we are going to fire the query, what will happen and these things. So we have to learn, guys, complete Ramayana Mahabharata, and you can say the complete story. What is going to happen whenever we will go for? Yes, whenever we will use, yeah, whenever we will use DQL. So fine, let us take down subheading. Yeah, let us take down subheading, guys. Just a second, just a second. One second, guys, just a second. Let me. Arvind, you know the meaning of 1 second? I'm telling you, right? Yeah, so I'm telling just a second. Yes, guys, so fine, let us proceed now. So guys, all of you take down subheading as, yeah, all of you take down subheading as fetching the data. Yeah, all of you take down subheading as fetching the data, fetching the data from database. Fetching the data, guys, from database. So basically you can say this is nothing but your sixth step of JDBC. This is nothing but, guys, this is your sixth step of JDBC. So this step is very important, guys. Again, without that we cannot fetch the data. Yes, without that we cannot fetch the data. So guys, now let us talk about how compilation and execution will happen. Then you will get a clear picture. So let's say, guys, we will have a Java application, and next again we will have a database. Yeah, we will have a Java application, then we will have database, guys. So let's say first we will send the query. Yeah, let's say, guys, first we will send the query. We will get back the response. So in between compilation will happen and then execution will happen. Yes, let us assume, guys. Let us assume here we have, yes, here we have something as Java application. And next we have database. We have Java application and database. So guys, first what we will do, first what we are going to do in the sense, we will send the query. Yes, we will send the query. So the query will be compiled, it will be executed. Yes, so the query will be compiled and then it will be executed. So let's say first we are going to send the query. First we are going to send the query. Yes, first we will send the query, guys. So once we will send the query, what will happen basically? Now first, once we will send the query, guys, basically what will happen? The query will be compiled. The query will be compiled. Once query is compiled, it will be executed. Yes. So whenever we will send the query, guys, the query will be compiled and then it will be executed. Yes. We will send the query, query will be compiled, it will be executed. So guys, now once query is compiled and executed, the result will be stored. Yes, once the query is compiled or executed, the result will be stored. Then only we can fetch the data. Yes, then only we can get back the response. Yes, once the query is compiled, executed, guys, result will be stored in the database. So now my question is, where this result will be stored? Yes, guys, where this result will be stored? Now, where this result will be stored, guys, in database? So the result, yeah, the out, you can say, guys, the result will be stored in cursor or buffer memory of database. The result will be stored in cursor or buffer memory. Yeah, the result will be stored in cursor or buffer memory of database. So guys, in each and every database, we will have something as cursor or buffer memory. So once the query is compiled, we will have one container. Yes, in each and every database we will have one container. So that container we are going to say as a cursor or buffer memory. So once query is compiled and executed, yes, the data will be stored in cursor or buffer memory. So now my question is basically inside cursor or buffer memory, what will be stored? Yes, basically guys, inside cursor or buffer memory, what will be stored, guys? Yes. So inside cursor or buffer memory, data will be stored. But what type of data will be stored? Any guess, guys? Yes. What type of data? This data is what data basically? Yes. This is what data, guys? Yes. This is what data? So this data is nothing but, yes, result of the query. So this data is nothing but, guys, this data is nothing but processed or resultant data. This data is nothing but, guys, processed processed data or resultant data. Processed data or resultant data. Yes, guys. So once again I'll repeat the thing, then we will proceed. So first, what is our task? We will send the query. Then query will be compiled. Query will be executed. So once query is executed, guys, inside the database, we have one container. Yes, we have one container. So the name of container is nothing but cursor or buffer memory. So once the query is compiled and executed, yes, once the query is compiled or executed, guys, the data will be stored in cursor or buffer memory. Yes, the data will be stored in cursor or buffer memory. The data is nothing but your processed or resultant data. That data is nothing but, guys, your processed or resultant data. So whatever data is stored in cursor or buffer memory, after everything, it is known as processed or resultant data. So I hope you got some idea how it is going to happen. Now, if you want to fetch the data, if you want to fetch the if you want to fetch the process data, yes, if you want to fetch the process data from cursor or buffer memory, so guys, basically how we can fetch the data from database? Yes, by writing which query we can fetch the data from database, guys? Any guess? Select query. So basically we have to go for dql. Yes, so by using dql query, guys, by using dql query, we can fetch the data from data. Yes, by using DQL query, guys, we can fetch the data from database. Now, what will be the outcome of this DQL? Yes, what will be the outcome of this DQL, guys? So the outcome of DQL, yes, so the outcome of DQL is nothing but this outcome of DQL is nothing but your processed or resultant data itself. Yes. So the output of your DQL is nothing but processed or resultant data. Yes, it is nothing but processed or resultant data. So whenever we will compile the query will be, after compilation execution, the query will be stored in a container. So the name of container is nothing but, so the name of container is nothing but cursor or buffer memory. Inside cursor or buffer memory, processed or resultant data will be stored. Now, if you want to fetch the data from the cursor or buffer memory, or let's say result set, obviously we have to make use of a, obviously what we have to do, guys, obviously we have to make use of a query, that is DQL. What is the outcome of DQL? So the outcome of DQL is nothing but processed or resultant data, which will be stored in cursor or buffer memory. It is nothing but processed or resultant data which will be stored in cursor or buffer memory. But guys, only by using, yes, only by using DQL we cannot fetch the data. Yes, we have to make use of a query language. We have to make use of a query language to fetch the data. But only by using DQL, Yes, but only by using DQL we are not able to fetch the data. Yes, only by using DQL, guys, we are not able to fetch the data. So basically, we have to make use of one interface. Yes, basically, guys, we have to make use of one interface. With the help of interface, that particular interface and DQL, we can fetch the data. So if you want to fetch the data, guys, from cursor or buffer memory, so basically we have to make use of one interface. Yes, if you want to fetch the data, guys, from cursor or buffer memory, we have to make use of one interface. Yes, so yes, with the help of DQL, we can fetch the data, but only DQL is not, like, only with the help of DQL is not possible to fetch the data, guys. So here we have to make use of one interface. Here, guys, basically we have to make use of one interface. So the name of interface is nothing but result set. The name of interface, guys, is nothing but result set interface. So if you want to fetch the data, guys, we have to fire DQL query. No doubt at all, we have to fire DQL query, but only by using DQL we cannot fetch the data. So basically we have to make use of one interface. Yes, we have to make use of one interface to fetch the data from cursor or buffer memory. So the name of interface is nothing but result set. The name of interface is nothing but, guys, result set. Result. Oh, okay. The name of interface is nothing but result set. Result. Yeah. So here the name of interface is result. Again, this result set interface is present in Java.SQL package. Again, this result set interface is present in Java.SQL package. Now, is present in java.sql package, and we can say it is nothing but, yeah, this, it is nothing but, we can say it is a JDBC API, or let's say it is an interface. Yes, basically this is nothing but it is an interface and present in JDBC API. JDBC API. So guys, we have to fire DQL query, no doubt, but we have to make use of one. Yes, but we have to make use of one interface to fetch the data. So the name of interface is nothing but, you can say, DQL. Name of interface is nothing but, guys, DQL. So with the help of DQL, guys, we can fetch the data from database. We have to fire DQL query, but we have to make use of one interface. So the name of interface is results. Yes, I hope, guys, it's clear. Yes, whatever I try to explain, I hope it's clear for everyone. Yes, guys, is it clear? Complete flow. Okay, that's good. Okay, so guys, all of you take down screenshot. Later you can copy down. Yes, later, guys, you can copy down, take a screenshot and keep it with you. But later you could just copy down in your notes very neatly. Yes, will not maintain notes, guys. In future you'll face problems. That time you should not blame anyone, right? So take down screenshot first. Just a second, guys. Let me add one more point, then you can take down. Yes, guys, now take down neatly. Each and every point I explained here. Okay. So I hope you took the screenshot, guys. We'll proceed. Yes. Yes, guys. So we know whenever compilation and execution will happen, the data will be stored in cursor and buffer memory of database. Yes, and that data is known as processed or resultant data. If you want to fetch that data, then we have to fire DQL query. We have to fire, guys, DQL query, and even we have to make use of one interface that is nothing but result. That is nothing but, guys, result set interface. Yes, if you want to fetch the data, guys, you will make use of one interface as well. So the name of interface is nothing but result set. Result result set interface. Yes, we'll make use of an interface that is result set interface. And guys, just now we discussed this result set interface. It is nothing but this result set interface is nothing but it is a yes. So the result set interface is nothing but basically it is a part of JDBC API which helps user to which which helps user to fetch fetch the data from cursor or buffer memory So guys, this result switch interface is nothing but it is a part of JDBC API and it helps user to fetch the data from cursor or buffer. Yes, these points we discussed. These points we discussed. Now, coming about this cursor or coming about this result set interface. Yes, coming about this result set interface, guys, it is now coming about this result set interface, it will not point to. Yes, so guys, coming about this result set interface, it will not point to cursor or buffer memory by default. Yes, so the result set interface the result set interface not will not point to cursor or buffer memory by default. Yes, so this result set, guys, it will not point to cursor or buffer memory by default. Yes, it is not going to point by default. Yes, we can fetch the data, but by default, guys, this cursor or buffer memory will not point to, by default, this result set interface, guys, will not point to cursor or buffer. Now, if you want that cursor or buffer memory should be pointed by result set interface, then here we have to make use of two methods. Yes, if you want, guys, that your result set interface should point to interface should point to cursor or buffer memory, then mainly we have to make use of two methods. So if user wants that result set interface should should point to cursor or buffer memory then we need to use two method. Yeah, we need to use either of two method, namely next method or absolute method. Next method or absolute method. ABSO, I guess spelling is correct, guys. ABSOLUT. Yes. So fine, guys. That's what I am telling. Like, what is the next point in the sense? By default, guys. Yeah. By default, this result set interface will not point to cursor or buffer memory. If we want that result set interface should point to cursor or buffer memory, then we have to make use of these interface. And if you want that result set interface should be pointed to cursor or buffer memory, then we have to make use of these two interface. Either we have to go for next method, yeah, either we have to go for next method or we have to go for absolute. Yes, we have to go for next method or we have to go for absolute method. Now, guys, let us discuss these two methods. Let us discuss, guys, these two methods. So first method we will discuss here is next method. Yeah, first method, guys, we will discuss here is next method. So coming about the next method. Yeah, coming about the next method, this method will check. Yes, so basically this method will check whether record is present, whether, yeah, this method will point to okay, let's say this method helps cursor or this method helps result set. This method helps result set interface to point to cursor or buffer memory. Yes, guys. So basically, with the help of this method, next method or absolute method, we can point to cursor or buffer memory. Point to. So first point you have to remember, guys, this next method, what this next method will do, it is going to help to result set. Yeah, it will help the result set to point to cursor or buffer memory. Yes, it will help result set to point to cursor or buffer memory. Once it is pointed, yes, once result set, I'll write, guys, RS. Once result set is pointed to cursor or buffer, I'll just write C and P, guys. Cursor or buffer memory. Yes. So once result set is pointed to cursor or buffer memory, it will check whether record is present in database or not. Yes. So guys, once this result set interface will point to cursor or buffer memory, even this next method will check whether the record is present in database, or let's say whether the record is present in database or not. If record is present, then it will return. So all of you guys listen carefully. This is very important concept. Yes. So once we go for practical session, you will get a clear picture. But for that, theory is required. Without theory, we can't go for practical. Yes. So once the result set is pointed to cursor or buffer memory, it will check whether the record is present in database or not. If record is present, then it will return either Boolean value true or false. Yes, it will just check first. It helps result set interface to point to cursor or buffer memory. Once result set interface will point to cursor or buffer memory, it will check whether the record is present or not. It will check, guys, basically whether the record is present or not in database. If record is present, then it will return either Boolean true or false. But it will not return the data. Yes, it will not fetch the data. It will not fetch the data. F-E-T-C-H, fetch the data. So guys, if I'll say coming about next method, so basically it has two different functionality. Either it is next method or absolute method, guys. It has two different functionality. The first thing, guys, it helps result set interface to point to cursor or buffer memory. It helps, guys, result set interface to point to cursor or buffer memory. Once result set will point to cursor or buffer memory, it will check whether the data is present in database or not. Yes, it will check whether the data is present in database or not. So if data is present, if data is present, it will return true. If data is not present, it will return false. Yes, so it will just check whether the data is present or not. If data is present, it will return true. If data is not present, it will return false, guys. But it will not fetch the data. Yes, just it will check, guys, but it will not fetch the data. That's what. So this is nothing but your next method. Now, when to go for next method? So guys, basically we will go for next method whenever we have minimum number of record. Yes. So whenever we have, let me decrease the font, otherwise, yeah, whenever there is minimum number of record present in database, then next method will be used. Yes. So guys, whenever there is minimum number of record present in database, in that case, guys, your next method will be used. So first point, what next method is going to do? So this next method will help result set interface to point to cursor or buffer memory. Once result set interface will point to cursor or buffer memory, just it will check whether the record is present in database or not. If record is present, it will return true. If record is not present, it will return false. And we will use next method whenever we have minimum number of records. Why like that, guys? Even I'll explain you, no need to worry. Just remember these points. Yes, just remember these points, guys. Why like this? Even I'll explain you why only minimum number of records. So first, now we will discuss. Yeah, after this, guys, we'll discuss the second type, that is absolute method. Second type, guys, that is absolute method. You can take a screenshot later, guys, once it is done, and you can copy down. Yeah, next is nothing but your absolute method. Yeah, next is your absolute method. So guys, coming about absolute method, even it performs same operation. Yes, even it is going to perform. Yes, I can say even it performs same operation as of next method. Yes, even it performs, guys, same operation as of next method. But this method will be used. But this method will be used whenever there is, or let's say whenever there are whenever there are n number of record, whenever there are n number of record. Yes. So guys, coming about this absolute method, it will perform same operation as of. It will perform, guys, same operation as of next method. But we will use absolute method whenever we have n number of record. Yes, whenever we have n number of record. When we will use this next method, guys, we will use next method whenever we have minimum number of record, whenever we have minimum number of record. But we will use this absolute method whenever we have any number of record. Now you will have doubt, why sir, why for next method we have to go for minimum number of record, and why for absolute method we have to go for minimum, like n number of record or maximum number of records. So guys, reason is nothing but whenever we are going to make use of next method, no argument will be passed. Yeah, the next method, basically next method will not accept any argument. So no argument will be passed here. No argument will be passed here. So since no argument is passed, it will be executed row by row. It will be executed, guys, row by row. So if I need to fetch the 10th record, then row by row it will be executed and it will fetch. Yes. So why we will use next method, guys, whenever we have minimum number of record in the cell? Because it will be executed. So first thing, here we will not pass any argument. Yes, and it will be executed, guys, row by. So let's say if we have 1 lakh record, it will traverse 1 lakh times. It will be traversed, guys, 1 lakh times. So what will happen? Performance will decrease. Performance will decrease. But if you will talk about absolute method, here we can pass the argument. Yes, here user can pass an argument. User can pass an argument as row number. Yes. So guys, for next method we cannot pass in any argument, so it will be executed row by row. It will be executed, guys, row by row. But for absolute method we can pass the argument. So let's say if you want to fetch the 10th record, you will say absolute of 10. Will pass, guys, absolute of 10. So it won't be executed row by row. Yes, it won't be executed row by row. Directly it will go to 10th row and it will fetch the record. If you want to fetch the, let's say you want to fetch the, for this is 10th record will be fetched. If you want to fetch, let's say 99th record, then what you will say? You will say absolute of 99. So directly it will go to the particular column, particular row, sorry, and data will be fetched. Now guys, I hope why next method will be used whenever we have, yes, whenever we have minimum number of record, and why absolute method is used whenever we have maximum number of record. I hope these things are clear, guys. Yes, up to here, guys, whatever I tried to explain, is it clear? Yes. Yes, fine, guys. So what is the use of, yeah guys, what is the use of your, just you have to remember this next method or absolute method will check whether the record is present or not. Before that, it helps cursor buffer memory to point to, before it helps result set interface to point to cursor buffer memory, and it will check whether the record is present or not. If record is present, it will return either boolean true or false, but it will not fetch the record. It will not fetch the record. So guys, all of you take down screenshot. We have like many things more. We have to go through many things. I will use one more slides, guys. So just take on screenshot and just copy down neatly in your notes, guys, because this is going to be very important. Yeah, this is very important, guys. And the return type of these methods will be Boolean, guys. Even I'll give that point. Don't worry. Let me explain this. Then I'll share the document. You can take screenshot that also, and you can copy the things very neatly. Yes. I hope done, guys. Yeah, I hope done. Yeah. So I'll change the screen. Okay. So we have to discuss few more things, guys. Then we can go for practical. Okay. Let us proceed now. Yes. So guys, we get to know what is the use of. So let me save this as well. So get method. Fine. So we'll discuss this also now. So we discussed, guys, what is the use of this next method, and next what is the use of absolute method. So for guys, for both the return type will be Boolean itself. For both the return type will be Boolean because it will just check whether the record is present or not. So we have discussed these two. Now, so we have discussed, guys, next method and absolute method. Next method and absolute method. First, it will point to cursor or buffer memory. Will point to cursor or buffer memory. Later, it will check whether now next it will do whether the record is present or not. Present or not. If record is present, it will return true. If record is not present, return false. But guys, one more point I gave. It will not return. It will not return the record. Yes, but it is not going to return the record. It will just check. It will just check. If record is present, it will return true. If record is not present, it will return false. But it will not, is not going to fetch the record, guys. Now my doubt is how we can print the data. Yes, now this result set is pointing to cursor of buffer memory. Now we will check basically these two things. These two methods will check whether the record is present or not. So it will return either true or false. Now my doubt is how we can fetch the data. Yeah, let's say in a table we have name, phone number, and these things. How we can fetch the data? So guys, to print the data or to fetch the data, we have to make use of one more method. Yes. So to fetch the data or to print the data, guys, we have to make use of one more method. So the method name is nothing but, yes, so the method name is nothing but get x method. Yes, so the method name is nothing but, guys, get x method. Now for this method, Yeah, so how we can fetch the data, guys? By using get x method. So basically I can say this method helps user to fetch fetch or yeah fetch the data from database. So guys, each and everything I'm explaining very neatly. What is the use of next method, absolute method? Next is your getAccess method. So this method helps user to fetch the data from database or from table, database or table. Yes. Now, what can be the signature? What can be the signature? Or let's say syntax. What can be the syntax, guys? So syntax is nothing great. So for this syntax, yes, guys. Yeah, there was some network issue, I guess. Yeah, now it's audible, right? Yes. So guys, we have to make use of two syntax here. Yeah, we have to make use of some syntax. Now audible, right? Yeah. So guys, we have to make use of some syntax. So syntax will be nothing but your public. Syntax is nothing but, guys, public. And next you have to make use of x. I'll tell you what is x, guys. So public x get x. Yes, public x get x. Then you can pass here. Yeah, you can pass here column number, or you can pass here, yes, you can pass here column number. Once we will see the things practically, guys, you will get a clear picture. So don't break your head, just listen first. So public, yeah, Yes, guys. Yeah. Yes, guys. Now audible. I don't know, guys, what to do this. And now audible, I guess. Okay. So, guys, I'll share one. Yes, I'll share one GoToMeeting link. So join there. Yeah, I'm sharing one GoToMeeting link, guys. So you can join there. Better. Here will face always issue, guys. So I'm sharing GoToMeeting link in chat box. Guys, I'm sharing in chat box. So all of you join using that. Okay. Yeah, all of you join using that, guys. Fast. Right? Yes, guys. You got the link in chat box. Yeah. So guys, all of you join fast. Within 1 minute. Do it fast, guys.